Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And of course, good morning, mini Motorways. We are off to Warsaw for today's daily challenge, where all destinations will be busy and we start with 4 traffic lights, and that's all we're gonna get. That's not a bad set of challenges, all things considered. Now, last time we were here in Warsaw, we did some truly terribly stupid things with island paving, so we're not gonna repeat that mistake. But, you know, if all destinations are busier, that's not the end of the world. You know what we can do, actually? So we can do that and have all 3 of our red houses point south when they start. That's probably a little bit more efficient right off the bat. Speaking of more efficient, our attempts to play Dragon Age Origins last night, well, weren't. We play a lovely little game called Take a Drink every time Dragon Age Origins crashes, and what wound up happening is we played that game 4 times in 30 minutes, and then I said, screw this, I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. So, yeah. I had a good time playing 14. It was nice. I did a few dungeons. I advanced the main story quest. I'm still in that nebulous region between A Realm Reborn and whatever the first DLC is. Heavensward? I think it's Heavensward. Whatever the first expansion is. I'm in the nebulous region between A Realm Reborn and that. But I'm just getting to the point where I suspect we're setting up the main plot for the next 2 or 3 expansions, which starts with Alpha Node wants to form a multinational paramilitary organization, which seems like a bad idea, to be honest. And yet no one is calling him on the fact that this is transparently, obviously a bad idea. It's just a very bad idea, all things considered, and yet we're going with it because he's tiny and ambitious and has had great success in the past, mostly because of me. But I'm not calling him on it because I don't call anybody on any of their bullshit. I just let them hang themselves or something, is the motto of the Warrior of Light. I don't know. I am not the right person to discuss the plot of Final Fantasy XIV because even though I have spent, let's say 100 hours playing Final Fantasy XIV, I couldn't tell you much about Final Fantasy XIV. There are assholians and there are jerkbags and something something calamity, something something dragons, something something meteor, I think. That all sounds vaguely familiar and might even be right. Here, let's take 30 road tiles instead of a roundabout, even though at some point we're going to need a roundabout eventually. But not now. Not anytime soon. We've got this lovely little cluster of 6 red houses. They're servicing this red circle. So yeah, Dragon Age Origins crashed in the same spot 4 times, and then I said, you know what? To hell with this.
Hear ye, let the record show that this viewer was here first.
Good morning, Busido. Busido was here first. You light blue guys, come down this way. That'll be cool and fine. So I was talking about my Dragon Age troubles. Good morning to Argaz as well. Hi, Nora. Hi, what? What do you want? What do you want? Do you just want to say hi? I already fed you this morning. You've got water. Oh, I didn't clean your litter box, did I? Oh, I wanted to stay in bed instead of cleaning your litter box very first thing this morning. My bed was so warm and comfy. All right, I'll figure something out. Hold on. Let's take... I think I'm going to take these 2 dark blues and add them to the roster for this circle. And then we're going to add these 2 down here, these 3 down here to this square. So I don't want to get too complicated over here. I think these 5 with this relatively short road should be capable of handling this. And if they're not, well, we've got options. I could run these guys. Matter of fact, there's no reason not to just do that right now. This dark blue square will be the most supported little dark blue square in the history of dark blue squares. It should be fine. Isn't that right, Nora? Hi. Oh, you're such a good cat. Your fur is so smooth and pettable. Your ears are so floofy. Hi. Oh, you're a good kitty. Can I nuzzle your chin? Oh, yes. Okay, you don't want me to flick your chin today. Alright, but I can scratch behind your ear, right? You do like it when I scratch. Oh, yes, she's a good kitty. She's a very good kitty cat. I realize that none of you can see the adorable kitty cat right now, but rest assured, she's a good kitty cat. Yes, she is. Okay, give me another bridge. It seems like a good thing to have. This light blue over here has gone circular and only has, well, now it has 5. All right, that's getting to be a little bit better. Meanwhile, up here, we have, let's run this road like so. So you 4 are going to bridge up here, go in that way. I think these green guys are prime candidates for a motorway, because this is 800 miles away, and I don't want to draw a big, long, stupid bridge for them. So here, you take that. This yellow has existed for longer than I realized, which is to say, I have no idea how long this yellow's been here. How long has that yellow been there? Is your mic having problems, or were you in and out talking with the cat? I was turned away from the mic, so I might have sounded a little bit distant. If it still sounds bad, then we have a real problem. Because right now I'm just, speaking directly into it, exhibiting decent mic technique. So if it sounds like shit now, let me know. Let's see here. You are a dark blue guy. You might benefit from... Here, just do that. So these 3 dark blues are going to come up here. This dark blue is kind of annoying. Actually, you know what? I think it'll be okay. Because what we can do is we can point you out that way. And we're just going to have to slightly restructure our light blues, I think. Because if you and you all come out this way, and then out here, I don't have another bridge. So we have to wait for this to fix itself. But you see what I'm doing here. Like, it's transparently obvious. You come out this way, thanks. All right, you point south, you're cool. These 6 light blues are enough to support this. These 5 light blues are so far enough to support this circle. This yellow guy has gone circular, which is a problem, but I actually don't have a but there. It's just a problem. Give me another bridge because I'm out of bridge. Okay. Well, if I need to, I have emergency backup yellow guys. And yeah, my emergency backup yellow guys can finagle some way to get into here. Actually, is it worth having them do that now? Possibly. Let's do this. This is going to be a little bit silly, but it's going to be worth it. We're going to have you come down here. You are going to come here. We're going to put a traffic light right here. All of this is just like backup shit, really. Okay. So what I've done is I've hooked up these yellow guys onto this road, meaning that these 4 yellows can now provide emergency backup support to this circle. Hopefully, these 3 right here can keep this circle satisfied, and for the most part, they're going to be able to. Like, that's not actually going to be a major concern, but, in the fullness of time, we might need more than 3 yellow houses for this yellow circle, so having these 4 back here is not necessarily a bad thing. Speaking of things that are not necessarily a bad thing, I'm looking at the distribution of blue traffic over here, and I'm not terribly enthused by it, so, Alright, let's see here. You green guys are in a really awkward space. Can I get a motorway this week, or a motorway or another bridge? Give me a motorway. Here's what I'm gonna do. First of all, I'm gonna have you swing up here, take care of this, but you alone can't do it. So we're also gonna have you 2 hop on motorway number 2. And now these 1, 2, 3 greens are going to take care of this. Meanwhile, we're going to have to pull some of these yellows out of where they had been going, but that's generally speaking fine. You've immediately gone circular, which I fucking hate. Not going to lie. All right, you go there, you go there. That's good. I'm glad you spawned. All right, we're getting a lot of friendly and generous green spawns over here. Actually, hold on. With 5 greens right here, I don't think motorway number 2 needs to exist. With 5 green guys right here to support this, yeah, this is actually fine. This is actually fine. Okay, let's check in on everything else. We've got this green circle I just said is fine. This light blue business is totally fine down here. You need to point that way. You need to point that way. Thanks. You yellows are a little awkward. I want to get more yellow going that way. So let's just do... Actually, let's do this, and I'll traffic light there. Okay. So now we've got 5 yellows going up this way to this square. That's fine. I'm gonna need to pull a couple of light blues, I think, from somewhere. Let's take you 3. You 3 are gonna take motorway number 2 and swing up that away. I also have, actually, hold on. Never mind. I have a better idea. My better idea is I don't have a bridge. Oh. Well, if I don't have a bridge, then... oh, I have a bridge. Great. Tremendous. I'd rather use a bridge than a motorway, because I'd rather save a motorway for an emergency. Alright. You are a dark blue guy. You can point down south, even though you're probably never going to go south. But hey, it's good to have you, I suppose. This dark blue is supported by these 5 dark blue houses, which is just great. This red has these 3 reds right here, which is good. This is nice and solid. I see no problem with this. You have plenty of cars and driveways. You're great. Okay. Ooh, fuck. That's a problem. It's a really annoying red placement, actually. I don't have a roundabout, so I can't easily unite these. Son of a bitch. Alright, that being the case, let's point. I'm going to put these 2 light blues back over here because I'm about to make life very complicated for this light blue business. You're going to come out here. We're going to have a little Kadush road right here that allows this red to get over to motorway number 2, should it be needed, and do that. Do I like that? Not especially. But hey, you go down that way, you're going to be fine. If another red was to spawn, like, over here, or over here, or over here, if anywhere I could get 3 reds together, I would be very happy. But right now, there isn't such a place. Hi, Nora. You're very meowy today. What do you want? I have fed you. You have clean water. Oh, hello. Oh, you're a problem. Okay. All right, here's what we're going to do to solve this problem. We're going to take this blue away from this yellow. Hi, no, you can't climb there. I can't see if you're there. Do you see how that might be problematic for me? No, you just whacked the microphone with your tail. Keep going. There you go. All right. Hey, cat. Okay. So, if we take these yellow guys and we run them down here like so, we can traffic light right here. Which means we don't have to traffic light right there, which means we can kill all of this road, which is nice. You kill that tree, come down here. Busidu says let motorway number 2 handle the light blue circle and bridge the reds to the red square over the green circle. So if I take this road here and yeah, I could probably do that. If we just motorway number 2 and we super awkward hook all of these up like so. Motorway number 2 into the blue circle. Bridge the reds down here. This would involve slightly redrawing these yellows, but that's okay. That's a thing we can do. We're allowed to do that. It's probably better. Here, give me another motorway because I'm going to need that as well. Okay. So the plan, as I understand it, is we take these reds, we hoop them up here, and then we slide them down here once this yellow is clear, which it will be in a moment. Right now the yellows are kind of fucky, but there we go. Reds go up that way, yellows come up here, you swing down here, you motorway number 2 over to the circle, and you're basically fine. That, as I understand it, is the plan, and it's a pretty good plan, not gonna lie. All right, next, let's take more red guys right here and have them motorway number 3 themselves way down here into this newly formed red square. Okay. There are worse things than that. There are worse things than this green business. Actually, this green business is pretty much fine. I have no problem with it. You come up here, swing that away. I'm a little light on road tiles at the moment, but only a little. Got plenty of green going on up here. This green is no supported. Samurai Sam came into me saying number 3 themselves, which might be a new way to go to the bathroom. It's a hot new innovation from a department that really didn't need innovating. But hey, what are you gonna do? All right, you have immediately gone circular within 5 minutes of existing, which fucking sucks, honestly. I was not a fan. I don't support you having gone circular so quickly or so violently. So, what are we gonna do about that, I wonder? The answer, I believe, is fucking nothing. The answer to the question, what are we gonna do about that, is indeed fucking nothing until we get another motorway. Hey look, another motorway. Here's what we're gonna do about that. We've got these 3 reds coming down here already, but this is a circle, so it's gonna need more than that. What if we took these 3 reds and motorway number 4 to them right down here? So that now they have to deal with that weird bullshit. I'm sure that'll be fine. This red circle is a leading candidate for the circle that kills everything, which, I mean, needed to be constructed at some point, I suppose. All right, next, we have a new green business over here, which is fine. There are worse things in this world than a new green business over here. I don't have the bridge that I thought I had, which is a problem. No two ways about that. I have neither the bridge nor the road that I thought I had. So, Now, it's Tuesday. You almost certainly can't stay alive until Monday, given that you were born on Tuesday. Things that are born on Tuesday typically need attention before Monday in order to remain alive. It's legitimate medical advice from the _Goog. So what we're going to do is completely overfuck this square right here in service of this square right here. There. We're just going to move motorway number 1. We're going to have these 3, 4 greens keep this alive for as long as it can. And hopefully this business won't die. And if it does, oops. That's the best I can do for you right now. The best I can do is just say, hope this doesn't die. Man, I hope this doesn't die. Here, have another green. It doesn't appear as though you need it, so. All right, so this business is now cleared out, which means that this business is now on fire. So, We can't do this motorway jumpy jump bullshit all the time, but, we can do it for a minute, maybe. One motorway, two businesses. That's the way the saying goes, right? Here, give me a bridge and 20 road tiles. Thank you. Motorway jumpy jump bullshit is, it's entirely possible. Okay, let's take the 5 of you. 5 of you, we're going to use the bridge we just got. We're going to come over here. We're actually okay. We're actually okay. See? We get these 4 back over here supporting this square. We get these 5 right over here supporting this square. And now everything's okay. Right? Right? You're going to be fine? You've gone circular, which, I don't love, but I also don't really mind. Because I've already got 6 yellow houses pointed down here to support you. Plus I've got all of this extra yellow. Matter of fact, let's make it 7 yellow houses to support you. Yeah, I've got all of these extra yellows which aren't really doing anything. Like, they're kind of helping this circle. I will concede that they have been useful. You can see the traffic there now, but I don't need 5 houses to do this. I could have done this with fewer than 5. So anything else that spawns down here is just so much wavy gravy, which will support this new circle up here. Which is good, because this circle up here is actually kind of fucky. But we appear to be fine. Okay. Our green up here is fine. Our green down here is fine. This green circle is good. Samurai Sam would like to remember a guy, and that guy's name is John Valentin. I liked John Valentin. He was my favorite player when I was, 8. That sounds about right. Here, let's take a motorway. And it's for the reason that all mediocre white people have mediocre white favorite athletes. He kind of reminded me of me. Also, we have the first name. That probably helped. John Valentin was a legitimately really good player for a minute there, and then for a longer minute, he was a pretty good player. He was a shortstop. He was a middle infielder extraordinaire on the mid-90s Boston Red Sox, who, to be fair, were largely terrible, but it largely wasn't his fault. He was good. He was legitimately good. And then along came a guy named Nomar Garciaparra, who was legitimately great. And the Red Sox wanted to make him their shortstop instead of John Valentin. And John Valentin got pissed. I remember John Valentin was not happy when the Sox said, "Hey, John, we want to have Nomar play short, and you can do, other stuff. You can play second or third or be a backup." And he was like, "But I'm John Valentin. I'm really good." And they were like, "Yeah, you're John Valentin. You're good. He's Nomar Garciaparra. He's great." And then Nomar won the Rookie of the Year, and Valentin was our third baseman for a while. And then by this point, it was the late 90s, and every good baseball player's career ends, and John Valentin's career ended. I think he went somewhere else eventually. He played a couple seasons for other teams. But for the most part, John Valentin was good. He was a really solid player. He had a nice long career. I remember one time, yes, John Valentin played for the Mets. I remember that now. One time, and this is a true fact about professional baseball, John Valentin turned an unassisted triple play. That's a true thing. It's a thing that happened. Yeah, I think he turned it. He either turned it or hit into it. I'm pretty sure he turned it. Yeah, John Valentin turned an unassisted triple play one time. That was cool. I remember that. One of those, line drive up the middle to the shortstop, catch the ball, tag the runner from second out, and then tag the runner going to second out. Very nice. Very cool. Unassisted triple plays are neat. Baseball is neat. Let's transition this into a discussion of baseball. The pitch clock as a concept is good. I have not seen it in action because I do not watch minor league or spring training baseball, but as a concept, the pitch clock is good. Would it have been better if they just leaned on the umpires to enforce the existing rules? Yes. But, what part of modern society makes us think that that if the government was to just lean on enforcement agencies to enforce existing rules, everything would be fine? The government's not going to do that. Come on now. So hey, they have a fancy new clock. They have a fancy new rule. It's fine. It's good. I am a believer of the fact of the theory that baseball at times can be slow. Perhaps too slow. And listen, it is part of baseball's charm that it does not have a clock, which is bullshit. There's always been a rule on the books that says, hey, you got to move, you got to pitch. They just have never enforced it. So now, if they want to drum it up as a new rule instead of just enforcing existing legislation through harsher punishment, okay, fine, whatever. Sure. It would be like if the federal government passed a rule today saying, hey, you can't be horrible vulture capitalists and embezzle funds or whatever. That's a rule that exists, but if they want to drum up fancy enforcement as a new rule, okay, fine. Fine, whatever, just enforce the fucking rule. So, okay, fine, whatever, you've got your fancy pitch clock, just enforce the fucking rule. Alright, this dark blue guy right here has gone circular, which seems like a problem. Sam, there's this lovely thing called MLB.TV. MLB.TV. It's cheaper than cable, certainly. Also, if you have if you happen to have T-Mobile for your cell service, which I do, I don't know if you do, but if you happen to have T-Mobile, you get it for $0. So that's good. It's a nice thing. I assume we're doing that for, sad. Still, MLB.TV, it costs not much money. Now, granted, you won't be able to watch the Red Sox much, but who cares about the 2020 Boston Red Sox? The 2020 Boston Red Sox certainly don't. And if the Red Sox don't care about the Red Sox, why should we? Anyway, I was trying to find dark blue guys to funnel over here to make this a happier dark blue guy. Let's do that. I've got these two. I can pull these two out of here with relatively little drama and difficulty. Yeah, we can do that. What if the Red Sox are playing a team I do want to see? Okay, that's fair. The Red Sox will at some point play the Mets this year. In that case, the radio exists. I don't know. No plan is foolproof. No plan survives contact with the enemy, and all that. Give me another bridge. All right. I'm a little concerned about only having 3 dark blues to support this business, but for the most part, it's been fine. We've got cars and driveways down here. I'm also, frankly, a little concerned about only having 4 dark blues to support this guy. So, details. But we're fine. This is all, generally speaking, pretty fine. And honestly, we're up over 3,100 and nothing's on fire. So, now having said that, something is absolutely about to catch fire. You have gone circular, which I don't mind, actually. I'm fine with that. Here, let me feed a few more light blues into this light blue cauldron of death. This light blue death cauldron definitely needs some more assistance. Here, title of the episode, finally. We're only 28 minutes in, which is actually fewer minutes than I thought we were in, which is good, because I have a hard out. I have to be on a call at 8. So, yeah. Matter of fact, I should open my work laptop. It is, after all, right here. It's a very convenient thing about my, not new, I've had it for 6 months, but this L-shaped desk I got myself. Here, let's take a roundabout. Oh my God, we haven't had a roundabout all episode. Might have something to do with the really high score, now that I think of it. All right, if we die within 500 trips of me building a roundabout, I will concede that the roundabout killed everything. I will just blindly concede that, even if it doesn't affect the death, I will still say that the roundabout killed everything, just because, karma. All right, this light blue got mad for a minute, but it appears to be okay now. This yellow is starting to get mad. This light blue is mad. Okay. I don't have too many things I can do here. Let's do this, I guess. And traffic light that. That'll get one more light blue house down here. This is a good traffic light, but a good traffic light is probably still slower than a perfect straight line road. So that might be a net negative. But I do get another house there. Meanwhile, this light blue circle is mad. I just added houses to it. It's going to be fine. This yellow guy is getting mad. I can't really pull any of these guys. Actually, I was thinking I would pull these guys to serve these guys, so I really can't pull these guys. Is there any way I can finagle you? I certainly can't finagle you properly. But I could maybe herc the... No, I can't herc the red guys enough. Okay. This is a non-starter. Actually, is it a non-starter? It might be a not non-starter. Oh, it's not non-starting. All right, now I just have to figure out where the roundabout goes. The roundabout goes right here. Motorway both the yellow circles. You know, just replace those clusterfucks with better roads? It's not a bad idea, actually. Kill this traffic light, and we... Yeah, what if the problem isn't number so much as speed? Now there's a thought. You come out of here, motorway number 5, bingo, bango, bongo, like so. And then you, what if you, bing, bang, boom, and we start from here, motorway number 6, all the way up there, and we kill all of this. That might or might not be faster. Everybody go. All right. You are a well-positioned yellow guy. You can swing out this way. That's going to be fine. You know what? You are a well-positioned yellow guy as well. All right. Give me a motorway to replace the motorways I just used. Both of my yellows are at least temporarily angry at me. Hopefully just temporarily. This northern yellow might be ka-fucked, but... it could be okay. I can foresee a universe in which that's fine. Here. These two reds are going to join up to this red circle, which should be okay. This yellow is still mad at me, but I am still pouring cars into it. And as long as I'm still pouring cars into it, I'm not willing to concede that I've fucked it up. This over here, I might have just fucked up. Yeah, having the motorway does not appear to have helped this over much. Speaking of not having helped over much, this light blue guy is mad. This light blue guy... Okay, this light blue circle, I can't do anything about. It's just going to have to fix itself and be fine. This light blue square, however, you only have 3 dudes going to you, and that's just not enough dudes. Like, I can see that that's not enough dudes. So, here. Motorway number 7, right up to there. 2 more dudes. Boom. You, it's just a matter of flow. We've got to get the flow going. You are a matter of supply. This yellow circle, I think, was a matter of flow. You know, the progressive lady was very angry at us for a moment. This yellow circle is still on flambe. So, yeah, I think we're done. I think we might be done. I think we might be hitting the limits of my skill. Which is a problem, because I'm betting that if I can put up 4,400, Samurai Sam can put up, like, 8,700. So, yeah. Yellow guy, are you just gonna catch up, maybe? You know, I've got so many cars right here. It feels like I should maybe be okay. This left turn is a real fucking killer, actually. Having this left turn be right here is part of the problem. I wonder if it could survive me doing that. Probably not. It's probably dead. But a right turn would probably be better than a left turn, so let's hope. Meanwhile, over here, it's just a matter of dudes at this point. There are not enough of them. Here, take one more. The dudes are coming, but they're not coming fast enough, so that's a problem. It's a disappointing orgy at the... Never mind. You are... Okay, this blue square is fine. This light blue circle is really jammed up here. Yeah, eventually you run into a problem where you've got so many cars trying to get onto this tiny little on-ramp that it actually seems bad. But, okay, traffic flow down here has kind of stopped, which is really problematic. I don't care for that. I mean, I've got this... Yeah, I've got this one house, but what would I do with it? Like, I could sneak a roundabout in right here, which wouldn't really do anything. I could do that. That's probably better than... I was worried that it would slow things down, actually. But, all right, I've dropped the roundabout. If we're dead before 5,500, I will concede that we're dead because I dropped the roundabout, even though we were already fucking dead. So, let's get to 5,500 and save my roundabouts, y'all. All right, I've got another motorway. Do I have any unused yellow right now? I've got this one. I have this one yellow house. This one yellow house is not gonna save anything. I don't think. Yeah, this one yellow house is not gonna be the difference maker. This one yellow house. These two yellow houses. I mean... Alright, here's what I could do. Here's what I could do. This is a dumb thing I can do, but you know what? We're in the business of doing dumb things. Let's draw motorway number 8. Right? Let's draw motorway number 8 for this guy to get down here. So now you can get into the roundabout and up there to maybe save that guy. Okay? Okay? Here, have another yellow guy. More yellows for the yellow god. More dark blues, technically for the dark blue god. Here. Everybody go. Everybody go. You are mad now. You are undersupplied, but there's nothing I can do about it. There's precious little I have for you. We're at 5,300. We're barely hanging on by the skin of our teeth here. If I get to 5,500, it's not because of this roundabout. That's all I want at this point. Come on, stay alive for me, buddies. I'm throwing cars at you. The traffic is flowing. If we got to 5,500, it's not because of the roundabout. I can die happy, which is good because I'm gonna die soon. But, okay, you, point north. You got mad for a second, which is a problem. Here, give me another motorway. Is there anything I can do? The reds are mad. Here, have more reds. More reds, absolutely. Cincinnati coming up. Okay, I've got a bridge and a whole bunch of shit I'm not using here. Let's do this. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's not terrible in the least. Let's do that. Here, traffic light right here. More reds for this red circle. You're going to be fine. Okay. I need more greens down here for this guy, which would ordinarily be a problem, but fuck it. Let's just take this one. Down here for this guy, you're going to be fine. Meanwhile, everybody go. Everybody go. It is 7:38. I need to be in a suit. I need to be in a button-down shirt with a necktie and a jacket on a Zoom call in 21 minutes. I'm currently not prepared for that. Okay, get to 6K. At this point, I want to see 6,000. We're so desperately teetering on the brink of abyss, but we continue. Nevertheless, we persist. Onward. Are we going to hit 6,000? We're going to hit 6,000. Holy buddies. Okay. At this point, it's just watching. There's nothing I can do, is there? How do I get more yellow in there? Not easily. How do I get this light blue up over I don't. You've spawned. You exist. I guess I could... Okay, hold on. I could motorway you two, right? You two can have... Here, give me a bridge. Yeah, you two can take motorway number 9, probably my last motorway. Here, service that. Great. Okay. You need to get up there. You can't get that way. That's okay. You're dying. You're dying. You're dying. You're dying. This red guy over here is dying. I have so much... Here. Here are reds that aren't going into a motorway. I don't even know where you're going, but go somewhere helpful. You greens need to not do anything, actually. I can't get you onto any roads. These reds are mad, which I get. My dark blues are fine. I want it noted for the record that all of my dark blues are happy with me. My employer will understand. I doubt that, but, you know, we're at nice 100. Holy shit! I don't know if I've ever been at nice 100. Okay. Jeez, keep going. Just keep going. Number go up, make brain feel better. At this point, it's just what it is. I have not made any substantial changes to this level for like 3,000 trips at this point. Good morning, Ducklin. Hello, Ducklin. This dark blue is mad, which is just a function of this terrible parking lot. God, these two yellows have been teetering on the brink for an hour at this point, it feels like. This green up here has finally gotten mad, which I understand. Okay, it died. Good Lord. 7,374. Put some GGs in the chat. Jeez. Top 1%. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've never done that. I've never done that. Holy. I did it in Mini Metro. I did it in Mini Metro at least once. I've never done this in Mini Motorways. I have never. And listen, there's still like almost 12 hours left in the daily challenge. I'm not saying I'm going to hold this. I have never been number 1 overall in the daily challenge. Holy shit. Now we got fuck. I still have a heart out. The format demands Wordle. Whew. Okay. Ducklin says I'm amazing. Thank you, Ducklin. Amaze is a terrible first word, but fuck it. Okay. We know that there's an M and it ends with E. Great. It could be mouse. Could absolutely be mouse. For a second, I thought it was. Okay. Well, it could be Morse code. It's not, but it could have been. It could be. Hold on, what is it? This should. What's a 5-letter word that starts M-O, ends S-E, and isn't mouse or Morse? Oh, it could be moose. That's right. Okay, please don't pay attention to the fact that I completely forgot moose in Wordle haste. We're gonna gloat one more time about number 1 in the world. In the world! Wowzers. Okay. That was cool. Thank you all so much for being here. For the folks on YouTube, later today, there's a new episode of Dragon Age Origins, and I'll be back tomorrow morning to defend my title, I guess. Yeah, like that's gonna happen. But hey, thank you all for watching Good Morning Mini Motorways. Have a great day. Bye-bye.